I'm Mike from What Pictures, and I'm here today to tell you why it's okay to receive negative criticism. That's quite hard to say, negative criticism. So we've all been there. You've put a ton of work into quite a difficult task, only to find out that you didn't quite meet the expectations that were expected of you. Receiving poor feedback can be quite hard to deal with, but being able to accept criticism and build upon it is something that is deemed a necessity in the modern world. This is because it allows us to take on what was previously a negative, work on it, and change it into a positive with regards to whatever is being performed. Then, hopefully, you can receive the gratifying statement that we all want to hear, well done. It's great, isn't it? Well done, Mike, for what? Everything. Now, seeing as it's been made very clear that it's okay to receive negative criticism, here are some steps that can help you on your way to transforming that into a positive outcome. Step number 1, stop your first reaction. This is important because the first reaction, more often than not, is a negative one. Oh my God. You hear your employer, tutor, parent, whoever it may be, point out a flaw, and that can leave some people either angry or upset or just feeling generally quite worthless. If you don't let it get to you, you're already on the right tracks. Step number 2, remember the benefit of receiving feedback. Feedback is here for you to use and improve yourself. Though you may see it as a personal attack at first, it's important to try and understand their points and reason with why they are saying it. No, that makes no sense. Yeah, no, that does make sense. And try. At the end of the day, they're probably just trying to help, even if you feel like they're being relatively condescending. Step number 3, listen for understanding. Make sure you pay attention. There's no point in receiving feedback if you're not willing to accept it and listen to it. Not to mention, if you don't understand the feedback, you don't really have the opportunity to build on it with any real success.
Every time you put your fringe back, it slowly.
I know, it's because it got wet while I had hairspray in it, so now it just does that. Step number 4, say thank you. Saying thanks, even when you're getting ripped to shreds, is arguably one of the hardest things to do. It lets your peer know that you're taking the criticism on board, and ultimately, you're not offended by what they say. Not to mention, manners cost nothing. Step number 5, ask questions to deconstruct the feedback. This is vital to self-improvement. Criticism is often easier to decode if you break it up bit by bit and help further develop your understanding of what's been told, said, Ted, told, said, Ted, Ted said, all, Ted said nothing. This is vital to self-improvement. Criticism is often easier absorbed if it is broken up and explained bit by bit. This obviously varies depending on the complexity of the task being examined, but generally speaking, it gives you a chance to further develop your understanding of the criticism instead of being left feeling confused and bewildered. Step number 6, request time to follow up. If feedback was given to you on a minor task, this might not apply to you. However, with regards to university, presentations in work, or other environments in which you must perform well, it's important to reason with your peer and let them know that you're willing to redo the task using your newfound feedback to let you redo the task with the new feedback in mind. This is a clear sign of maturity and opens up the opportunity for you to showcase your improvement. Negative criticism is to be taken with a pinch of salt. Swallow your pride and open yourself up to the idea that there is room for improvement without undervaluing yourself. It's important that I stress that you should never be disheartened by negative criticism, and instead to try and use it as a catalyst for your own improvement, and you will slowly see results over time. I'm Mike from What Pictures, and this has been Why It's Okay to Receive Negative Criticism.